Hello and welcome to 2021, or should I say lockdown 3. Unsurprisingly, last year we saw a huge increase in the usage of both TikTok and Instagram Reels. Why? Because, well, they're fun, because they're easy-ish to produce, and 3, because people had more time on their hands. Well, it seems we find ourselves back in a similar position, and that's why I wanted to make this video today, to help you gain more confidence in using these tools to promote your business and keep sales coming during these difficult times. So what are TikToks and what are Reels? Well, quite simply, they're fun, relatable, creative videos produced by real people. Just to put that in perspective, there are 800 million users of TikTok worldwide and over 1 billion users of Instagram. Just to give you that something to compare to, Twitter only has 330 million global users. So they're huge platforms, which means that the volume of video going on there is astronomical and that people are engaging with those videos on a regular basis. I mean, minute by minute. They both have huge audiences, as I've just mentioned, and therefore offer huge potential to your business. Before we make a TikTok or Reel, we need to understand their why and how they get seen. So on TikTok, and it's kind of similar to Instagram, you have something called your For You page. Now, your For You page reflects your preferences unique to every user. So no two feeds should be the same. Videos are recommended to you based on things that you've engaged with previously. So if you've liked a video of a certain style or a type of person or a sort of concept, then you're going to see more and more of those videos. It's also going to be looking at the posts you comment on, the kind of comments that you leave, the language that you're speaking in. So if you're speaking in English, for example, you should only be served English videos. It looks at things like the sounds you're engaging with, the hashtags that you use on your videos, your country settings and your device type. It's constantly using all the information it has available to it to filter through content to make your For You page the best experience possible for you. Some best practice for you. So things when we're uploading our videos and ways of us getting into other people's For You pages, because that's the aim of the game, is 1, you want to join the trend. So if something's going viral, say a particular type of dance is going viral, if you can tie that into your business somehow, maybe get the office doing that dance, or well, I guess during lockdown there won't be many people doing that. Maybe you could do it in the kitchen. Maybe you could do it using whatever it is that you're selling. Let's say you're a boutique candle maker and you're doing it from your tabletop at home. Maybe you could do like the different candle stages across the side of your kitchen counter and then do a dance in front of them or something like that. You can always find a way of tying them into your business. So try and use the trends as much as possible. Speaking of which, use trending sounds as well. So if, I don't know, Beyonce's trending today, make sure you use Beyonce's song on your video. If tomorrow it's Justin Bieber, use Justin Bieber. Just make sure that you look which songs are popular today and make sure to maximize those by using them on your videos. Number 3, you want to grab people's attention in the first 3 seconds. So people are scrolling incredibly fast on these platforms and they're looking to be entertained, or they're looking to be informed. And if you've got a video that actually says in that first initial 1 to 3 seconds, like this video is for you. So, you know, things like keep watching for top tips on social media, or you'll never believe what happens next. It can be a bit clickbaity, I know, but it will stop people scrolling. It'll grab their attention and give you a few more seconds to really relay that information to them. I would say the optimal length of video is between 6 and 15 seconds. So although you have up to a minute, you don't need to use 6 to 15 seconds. That's going to be the optimum length of video for you. Number 4, don't repurpose your content. So if you're making content on, let's say, Snapchat, okay, it's also vertical, so that's great. But then if you're uploading those videos to TikTok or Instagram, it's actually going to penalize you because you haven't made that video within the apps themselves. And generally speaking, the things like the filters and stuff are very unique to each platform. And if it looks like you're using another platform, it just doesn't do you any favors. So I wouldn't use content from other platforms onto your TikToks or Reels. Number 5, though, I would absolutely make sure you reply to every comment. Obviously, if it's negative or you think you can get an argument from someone, maybe not. But generally speaking, people tend to write nice positive comments on your feed. Make sure that you're replying to those. Those are potential customers. And the more you engage with them, the more they're going to engage with your videos, the wider your videos will go and the more people will see it, and hopefully the more comments you get and the more customers you will get. So make sure you take the time to reply to everybody where possible. And lastly, make sure to use hashtags on whether it's Instagram Reels or whether it's your TikToks. I like to say use a mixture. So you want to use some kind of standard ones that are quite vague, and you want to use some unique ones as well, or more niche ones, not unique, sorry, more niche. So things like hashtag social media tips, quite broad, that would be a good one for this video. But also so would hashtag TikTok top tips, okay? Slightly more niche, slightly more unique. So you want to be using a mixture of both. Now, the hardest part about making a TikTok or Instagram is probably the idea behind it. I find it incredibly hard sometimes to think, oh my God, what am I going to do? But actually there's sort of several formats that most TikToks fall under. And if you think of the format you're going to do, the ideas tend to follow. So those are pointing, okay? This is probably the most common one you'll see. It's also the easiest for you to make. If you're not confident, you don't want to be speaking on video, you're not a very good dancer like myself, whatever reason that you don't want to do a TikTok, this is probably the easiest one to get you over that fear, okay? So pointing is simply like this, all right? You want to make sure you're leaving about a second between each point. So it's like 1, 2, 3, not like this, okay? 2 reasons. 1, it's actually quite hard to point really fast. But 2, when you point like this, it gives you a second to put some text on the video in the edit phase. So you might put like 6 reasons why social media is great. 1, it's easy to do. 2, it reaches wider audiences. 3, it's cost effective, whatever it is, okay? You have around a second in the tools themselves, in the editing part of the tools, to add text. Whereas if you do 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, the text is still going to be on from the last point, and it gets very messy, very hard for people to read. So make sure to leave a second between each one. But you don't have to be a good editor. You don't have to be confident on camera just to do this, okay? So if you're panicking, you don't know where to get started, that is my #1 piece of advice to get started on them. We also have jump transition videos. So those consist of people literally like jumping and maybe changing outfits, or jumping and it changes the environment that they're in. I would say this is quite good for anybody that's got maybe a clothing store, something where they want to show how quickly you can revolutionize whatever it is. So maybe it's like anti-aging cream, you could like do your face looking awful, that sounds mean, isn't it? And jump, and then it transitions to looking glowing or something like that. They're really great, they're really fun. Again, it doesn't take too much editing skill and doesn't take too much confidence to be able to just jump. So give those a try. Then there's a talking to camera. These are hugely popular, but again, you might feel a bit uncomfortable starting out with these. But give it a go, nobody has to see the videos. You can take as many takes as you like. If you try for 3 days and you're not happy with it, then don't post it. But the more that you do it, the more comfortable and confident you will become, and the better your videos will be. Lip syncing as well, this is a really fun one. So a trending sound where someone's talking maybe about a particular product that's similar to yours or something, you could do a funny lip sync to it. It tends to be more kind of for fun than it does for business, but always be thinking about creative ideas, and if you can find a way of making it fit, please do. As I said before, there's dancing ones, lots of dancing ones on there, so you'll see different viral trends, different dance moves, lots of people doing something called the shuffle, things like that. Again, if you're not confident at dancing, it's probably not the one for you. But having said that, I know so many people that started using TikTok last lockdown who couldn't dance if their life depended on it, and now like TikTok famous, and that's all they do is dancing, doing particular moves and things. I saw a woman this morning who's 45 who does the shuffle, and it's incredible, and she'd never done it before until last year during lockdown. So don't be afraid to try it. Again, you don't have to post it if it doesn't look great. There are challenges as well, so maybe you could set challenges to your audience, maybe ask them to do, maybe you're a cooking company, maybe you could do your recipe and then ask people to show you different ways that they do theirs, or funny ones of them doing challenges with their kids, maybe like cooking with their kids. But have a look what challenges are going on at the moment that might be good for you to get on board with, but also setting ones for your audience when you get to that size as well. Another hugely popular format is answering questions. So people can comment and you can reply to their comments. So again, I could say something like, ask me your biggest social media questions below and I'll get back to you and answer them on another TikTok. And then I can swipe, answer that question. It will display on the screen so people can see what I'm answering. And then I can simply say, oh, thanks for the great question, Joe. I would say X, Y, and Z. They're really easy as well. Again, you've got to build up your confidence in talking to camera first. Green screen, so you can also put in the background behind you anything that you want. A lot of people use this to demonstrate things like on their phone. So they might put up a screen record of their phone and they'll point and say, okay, this bit means this bit means that. Again, I don't know what your business is, but you can definitely use green screen to show off different elements of what you do and how it works. Duet, that's another hugely popular format on TikTok. You see a lot of like Gordon Ramsay rating people's plates, and he's just basically getting really angry at people's cooking videos. They can be quite funny. They can also be really sweet and charming. People also duet where it looks like they're doing, like passing something through a screen, stuff like that. Again, may not be relevant to your business, but worth having a go, worth having a think about. So whatever the format, just make sure you practice. I think that's the key thing. Don't be afraid, and share onto other platforms for wider exposure. Now, I said don't share onto TikTok and Reels from other platforms, but I did not say that you couldn't share your TikToks and Reels into other platforms. I like to put my TikToks on LinkedIn. They do really, really well compared to other video on my LinkedIn. I think that's because it's a different format. People aren't expecting to see it on there. It tends to get a lot of conversation. So do make sure that you're sharing your videos onto other platforms. If you need help editing, I use an app called Splice. It's a little bit more sophisticated. It is a paid for app as well. So it's just one of my choice, but there are plenty out there. So play around, find the one that suits you. You can also edit within the apps, and I suggest you get used to doing that because those videos typically do better than those edited in other apps and uploaded. Again, going back to that feed, TikTok's going to prioritize content that's built and made inside TikTok, but not exclusively. Some people you'll see have definitely used editing apps to get their videos to be as slick as possible. But if you're not confident, I would start off using the tools that are available within the app. So good luck. Thank you for watching. Please remember to hit like on this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you on another video. Thank you.